Hi, welcome to Via Satellite TV. I'm Caleb Henry, the assistant editor for Via Satellite. With me is Antonio Arcidiacono, the director of innovation at Eutelsat. Today we're going to talk about Ultra HD. First off, glad to have you here at Satellite 2016.
Thank you.
Now, Eutelsat's been an early evangelist for Ultra HD. What's been your roadmap over the past 24 months?
As soon as this Ultra HD standard got pushed in the market by the manufacturers of TV screens, because we must say that Ultra HD has been by large pushed by the Samsungs, the LGs, the Sonys of this world, because they wanted a new product to be pushed in the market. We immediately opened demonstration channels and we started promoting the Ultra HD, because for us it's a new frontier and the new market that is opening in front of us, like it happened for the HD, like it happened for digital television. And satellite is and remains the best solution for broadcasting in terms of cost, in terms of quality, and in terms of reach for the total population, irrespective of where they are.
Now, what's needed to commercially drive the growth of Ultra HD?
As always, what is needed is good content. People are not buying technology, people are buying content, so they need to have interesting content on one side, and they need clarity. They need to have a technology and a standard that is stable and is available to all of the people in a way that if you buy a TV set capable of doing Ultra HD, you are not going to be obliged to change it 2 years later because something has been changed in the standard. So clarity is a key for providing Ultra HD services, content of course, and then we are ready there to deliver. We have already the first channels that are being broadcasted, and we are there to help this become a success.
Okay. Now, compared to the transition from SD to HD, what would you say has changed in the transition cycle for Ultra HD?
It's a different story, because today, contrary to the past, when we started television, digital television, we had a unique offer to the market. The only way to deliver television to the end customers in an open way with many channels was satellite digital television. And that's why we had a big growth, and this was a big success from the very beginning. A different story was with HD, because there was already an installed base and you had to start developing a new offer in the market. But still at the time, the terrestrial networks were not so mature, so you had no fiber optics basically. You had no IDSL at that level of bitrate capable, so we developed this. Now with Ultra HD, we are starting in a market where we have competitors, and to have competitors is a good thing. Without competitors, you are not stimulated to have a good offer. We have the law of physics that are helping us in this respect, because we are always the only one that transmitting once, we can serve 100 million people. And this is not possible using terrestrial means. At the same time, we need to be good in delivering content and to be competitive with respect to what exists on ground and will exist on ground, and maybe also combining the two, so the possibility of providing services that are available sometimes from terrestrial networks, sometimes from satellite networks, sometimes from the combination of the two.
Okay. That leads into my last question, which when you talk about terrestrial Ultra HD, I think most people will think Netflix when they think of this, but how do you think satellite will compete in the Ultra HD space with terrestrial and OTT players?
We have a unique advantage, which is the fact that we can guarantee quality at high level from satellite. If you take a picture which is in Ultra HD 50-60 frames per second of sport, to deliver it you need about 30 megabits per second. On the ADSL this will never go through, even at a short distance. Over fiber it will work, but the market is limited and your penetration is very limited in a terrestrial situation. So if you want to have 100% and guaranteed quality, the only way to do it is to do it via satellite. On top of it, in the case of the satellite, we are also able to deliver it direct to the home and over IP, so that you can inject it in your home network and use the same device that you have at home. One thing which is different also from the past is that in the past TV sets were stupid, were just a monitor. You had to plug something, and this was just showing the picture. Today, all the Ultra HD TV sets are smart TVs. So they have a CPU inside, they have memory, and they are capable of demodulating, decoding, and decrypting the information. So by going by satellite, we are able to deliver directly the IP content, for example, to those devices, and you can propagate the service much faster because you don't need necessarily to have a set-top box in between. You can use it if you have it, or you can go directly via satellite to the end device, which is smart and is capable of doing all these functionalities.
All right, very interesting. Well, thanks again for your time.
Thank you to you.
Antonio, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.